All right, you tarot maniacs. You're getting a two-parter on Meghan Markle. I'm going really deep on the Harkle stuff. So we talked about Harry's visa yesterday, and today, Friday, we are going to look at the ripple effect of Meghan Markle's show with Love Meghan. We are going to tackle Chef Roy Choi in this video. And tomorrow, we are going to talk about her new podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder. So let's get started. Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. And in this video, we are going to be talking about part one of two videos on Meghan Markle. First one is going to be on With Love Meghan. If you are new to my channel, you'll know that when Meghan's series on Netflix came out, I decided I was not going to do reaction readings to it. Everybody was doing it. It was so oversaturated. She is so oversaturated right now, but the coverage was really very prevalent on YouTube and other social media. So I chose to take a look at the people that she had on the show. So we looked at Daniel first, her makeup artist. We looked at Mindy Kaling, and now we're going to look at Roy Choi, who I really liked. I liked Roy Choi. I don't know what his take was on the whole situation. So we're going to see how this is affecting him. So before we do that, I want to remind everyone, I did post up on Thursday. I'm doing a flash sale again this Saturday, and it's a little bit different from the flash sale I did last weekend. I had so many people. I was booked end to end. I think a lot of people did not get a session because I just didn't have the time on the schedule. So what I did was I created an hour and a half sale for this weekend, March 22nd, 2025. And you can do anything in that hour and a half. You can do psychic reading. You can get coached for your own tarot stuff. If you have a bunch of friends, you can add them in there. You can all split the hour and a half with me, and I'll do a lesson for you. Or you could do past life regression or remote view, whatever you want to do. We can have some fun with it. So I hope to see some of you on that schedule. I do have some obligations during the month of April, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze in another flash sale. So I thought it would be good to try and get everybody in there. And again, I want to stress it's an hour and a half session, so it's a nice, big, weighty session. So let's get going. So I'm going to bring up the card view. Please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I am feeling good since I got my injection. I got a steroid injection in my disc, and I'm feeling good. I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Music goes right with Meghan's With Love Meghan. So first question I have, what were Roy Choi's initial thoughts when he was invited to appear on the show? What did he think initially? So I think that there were some, and if you notice, his interactions with her were a little bit different from some of the other interactions from the first two episodes. I haven't gone beyond the third one yet. So I think he was wondering what was really going to be behind this. And you know what really the benefit was for him. Was it exposure? Was it exposure to royalty? Was it exposure to Netflix? What was the real cherry on the sundae? What actually would have made this beneficial for him? I do think that he had a less than entrepreneurial sense of Meghan. I think he really was under the impression that, her personality and work ethic was locked up and that this was going to be like a one and done. So yeah, is he on TV for a little while? Yeah. I think that was really, he kind of did it going, well, let's see what's going to happen. Did he see it as a good opportunity for exposure, or did he have reservations? I kind of think he did. I think there's a very fool kind of energy here. He was like, yeah, why not? Why not? I'm not doing anything. I'm not busy. We'll go do that. So, did he see it as a good opportunity for exposure, or did he have reservations? And not reservations at a restaurant. Exposure, Four of Swords. Jury was still in deliberation for him. He was like, I don't know if it's going to be good exposure. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. Did he have reservations? Yes, he did. Had reservations about this. Why? Five of Pentacles. He was afraid. Oh, yeah. He was afraid it was going to put off. He was afraid it was going to put off some of his existing clientele and fandom. He was worried that it could be an association that sticks. And he was worried that there was no financial benefit to him. Did he get paid? Let's see if he got paid. Eight of Swords. Yeah, I think he got paid to be on there. I think that was a little, but I don't think it was a lot. What did his team or his PR advisors tell him about doing this show? Did his PR advisors tell him about doing this show? Oh, it's just a quick thing. You'll just get in and get out. You're going to be part of a group of others, so don't worry about it. You're just part of a group of others. You go in there, you do a little something, and then you're done. You leave. And no harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. So did they think that there was any potential risk to his reputation? Did his team think there was any potential risk to his reputation? No, they were like, oh, it's, this is always it's an opportunity. It's a big opportunity. They're spending a lot of money on this show. It's just a partnership with one more person. If her line takes, or her range, if her range takes off, you'll be associated with it. Did they say that maybe he could get some of his products on the range? Yes, possibly it was an opportunity to get some of his items on there, but I don't think that was part of the contract. Why did Meghan want him on the show? Why him? Why did we wind up with him? That one does not want to come out. Ooh. So, Page of Swords. She did like his style, what he does, how he cooks. I do think also he was safe because he's not super, super well known. He's not a Gordon Ramsay or a Jamie Oliver or Nigella Lawson. He's not quite that big in her estimation. I think she underestimated him. I think she once again assumed that this was someone who needed her to uplift them. Did he need her to uplift him? Did he? Six of Wands, no. Seven of Wands, no. King of Wands, he's a dude in control of his own destiny. I like him. I like that he said he listens to death metal and speed metal. Why not? So, now let's get into some other questions. How did he perceive Meghan in private versus how she presented herself on camera. How did he see her in private? Now that's weird, because in private, there was all this promise of the future, working together in private. But in front of the camera, she was very reserved and kind of held back the warmth and the excitement that he experienced in private. Why is that? Why is that? So I do think that there was some anxiety in this particular episode because on Megan's part, because Daniel was her longtime friend, even though she didn't know he was left-handed. Mindy is a purported friend. She also thinks that, Mindy is kind of beneath her. This is another one where she was really working on correcting this really bad reputation, and wanted that warmth to come through. I think that she was warm in person privately, and then was a bit odd on camera. I don't think it translated to the camera. And the purpose of a reality show is to show people what you're like behind the scenes. So here's trying to shed that reputation, but it's just not working. She just couldn't. She's not a good actress, apparently. She's not a good realist. So, did he find her genuine in person, or was she trying to impress him? Did he find her genuine at the time of the filming? Did he think she was genuine? King of Pentacles, Four of Cups. No, he felt she was grasping for a different personality. I think he saw her shift of personality. We've seen it over the last 10 years since she's really been shoved down our throat. Sorry. I think he saw her personality shifting, and she was trying to pivot and figure out which one would be the best fit for him. Was she trying to impress him? Did he think that she was trying to impress him? Yes. She was trying to come off like an expert, like she knew a lot more than she actually did. And he kind of saw that communication not coming through. It's oddly, it's like the person who says, "Oh, I know how to speak French," and then they're like, stumbling their way through a simple sentence. Je m'appelle Anna. Like, I really don't know French at all, at all. Bonsoir. I know bonsoir. So, but yeah, she was like, she had some like keywords that she was throwing in there. Was he surprised by anything about her behavior? Was he surprised? We'll have positively on the left. And negatively on the right. Positively. So one of the things that he saw was that she was not as bossy when the cameras were off. She was kind of deferring to the people that were working there. That's a shocker. Um, There was some impatience, but she wasn't trying to run the production herself. She wasn't trying to be the director. But he also saw that this was probably trying to restore her reputation by, filtered out gossip negatively. Star in reverse, 10 of Cups. Ooh. So he does not think that there's longevity for this particular venture and for her. I think he's found her somewhat overdone. That 10 of Cups is really oversaturated, overdone. This The 10 of Cups is a happy family. This is negative. The happy family fakeness, I think, surprised him. I think it was, oh, my husband, oh, my husband, oh, my children, oh, my children. Ah! But they're nowhere in sight. So, and then this 5 of Pentacles is name dropping in reverse. This is name dropping. I'm part of this. When I spoke with Gwyneth, when I spoke with the Queen, when I spoke with Elizabeth, she probably called her, my time in the royal family. I think she was kind of obnoxious about that, about being on the outside, about belonging, name dropping. She definitely looks like a name dropper. So, did he believe that she had any cooking skills? Does he believe that she can actually cook? Knight of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, Ace of Wands. She can make a dish, but it's really in the spirit of like Christopher Lowell. He had a book, Shortcuts to Entertaining. That's not the title of it, but basically it's when you take something half pre-made and then you kind of make it your own, so that you can actually enjoy your party. I have a bunch of Christopher Lowell books upstairs and I absolutely adore everything he does. So she does have skills. She can cook, just not great. She can follow a recipe and make something when directed, but there's not a lot of imagination there, and oddly enough, not a real joy in doing it. It's almost like the joy comes at the end of it all. So outsourcing the food, outsourcing the creation of the food would make sense for Meghan, because she just wants everyone to go, "Oh, you're such a fabulous hostess. You're a fabulous hostess." Like at the end of the series when we see her toasting herself for all the people that love her and support her there. So, Ace of Cups here. I do think that her intention of showing anyone can cook, like Ratatouille, I think he was trying to find the silver lining in all of this. But at the end of it all, he thinks that she's not someone who's making 3 square meals, fancy, 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 with all kinds of doodads and dried flowers on them all day long. He doesn't think that. He thinks she can follow a recipe. It's like such an insult from a chef. Did he feel like she wanted to learn from him? King of Wands, Judgment, 3 of Wands. So, yes, he thought that she did want to, but every now and then with this, there's tarot card. Every now and then she would like throw in again, like what I said, that je m'appelle Anna. Like she would just throw in like something that she knew, to show him that she did her homework. She wasn't adept at it. She wasn't, she didn't prove the knowledge. She just was kind of had Cliff's notes like written on her arm, just bleh. So I do think that he went there with the intention of teaching her a thing or two, presenting that on the program. But then when he got there, it was a little bit different. It was like, oh, I know just as many things as you do, but I have like a different body of knowledge. That was kind of his perception. And she tried to overlap that a few times, and it kind of crashed and burned. Not really a great thing. Unfortunately, that 5 of Swords is too many chefs in the kitchen. So I think she did want to appear knowledgeable in front of him. So how did the show affect Roy Choi's public image? How did it affect his public image? I'm trying to go fast, guys. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, King of Swords, King of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. I think he's a little bit busier, but I think the conversations that people are having with him are not great. This 9 of Cups and this 3 of Swords lets us know that. 8 of Pentacles, yeah, he's working. 5 of Wands, people in his restaurant are working. King of Swords down here, he's still, the dude that he was before. King of Pentacles back here. This is a little bit of a loss of reputation. And I think he acknowledges that, and he's working through it. I think people are like, ooh, what'd you do that show for? I think there's a lot of people that questioned his participation. So has he any regrets about doing the show now that it's being so widely panned? Yeah. But it's over. And you know what? He's a glasses half full kind of guy. And it's like, this was just one moment in my life. It's 40 minutes of content that people are seeing. The people that really know me know me. No one's going to blacklist me because I was on With Love Meghan. He is a glasses half full kind of guy. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Nobody's going to care. The show's not doing great, but it's on my show. It's, I'm my own dude. I'm my own dude. So, Wiser, he wants to listen to the logical voice. I don't want to say intuition, because this really was a logical voice where he was kind of weighing whether it was beneficial to go on this with her. And next time he's not going to be so impulsive, and he's not going to let anyone take hold of his decision making. So I think, presented with another situation like this, I think he will say no. There's a learning experience for him. Ultimately, though, he's his own dude. He knows the people that love him love him. People that love his food love his food. So it's that simple, whether or not he listens to death metal. So will he maintain a relationship with her? Meaning, will he potentially do another collaboration? Will he maintain any kind of relationship with her? Eight of Pentacles, no. That is not working together. 9 of Cups, he really just wants to do his own thing. 10 of Swords, absolutely not going to participate. So let's do his yellow brick road. So what does Roy Choi need to do in the wake of being on With Love Meghan in order to have the very best life. That's what the Yellow Brick Road Tarot is all about. It's about having your very best life. This is what he needs to do. So easy enough. Under the surface, you take care of your own. You take care of your own eggs. You sit on your own nest. You're happy. You're fine. Up here, Knight of Wands, keep doing what he does best. Keep cooking. Keep getting more creative with the things that you're doing. Keep doing that. Channel your energy into your own work. Here, don't get emotional about it. This will kind of hang around him for a few months. And then I think everyone will just kind of forget about it. They'll realize the relationship is no longer something to, hang your hat on. It's not like he married her. It's not like he married her. Over here, he'll be doing his own thing, and he'll still be with that 5 of Pentacles. He is a chef, yes, in LA, in Koreatown. I lived in Koreatown. I lived on Normandy Ave, right in Koreatown. That was my first apartment in LA. It was a 1920s apartment. It was gorgeous. But he still is an unusual chef. He has a specialized clientele, specialized fandom. It's not your everyday mom that's walking down the street that goes, "Oh, Roy Choi, yeah, I love him." So having that uniqueness of his fandom and his followers, I think he is better off. And I don't want to say he's niche, because I don't think that he's niche, but I do think that he has a very fun fandom that follows what he does. So I think he's going to be just fine. I think this is not going to make or break him. He shouldn't be upset about it. But again, he's like a guy who's like the glass is half full. So very, very cool. I am going to follow Roy Choi on whatever I can, because I think he is actually kind of a neat guy. So I hope you enjoyed that. Stick around for tomorrow, Saturday. I am going to be doing part 2, where we talk about Confessions of a Female Founder, which is really hard to say, and everyone wants to say female flounder, but it's female founder. And we are going to talk about that. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're having a great day. Make sure that you take advantage of my one-day sale on the 22nd. I'm doing an hour and a half reading anything you want. It's going to be a blast. You even do past life regression. So I hope to see some of you on my schedule. I hope you have an amazing weekend. So it's Friday. See you in a bit.